Hey, qué rollo, quiero mandar un saludo a mi amigo Goodfella, de parte de tu amigo Jaime Munguía. Un abrazo, carnal. Ánimo.
All right, man. Sergey Lipinets, man, to get to this weekend, but like I said, I had a lot going on, right? So, so basically, Sergey Lipinets was on Twitter and he joined in. He is a PBC fighter. He joined in and started talking about PBC, all right, about the Spence and Crawford situation. Now, he's a welterweight. He was a former 140-pound champion, defeating the Kondo for the vacant IBF belt, I think left behind by Terence but Crawford. You know, he fought Jaron Ennis and gave him a lot of props after the fight. And, you know, there was a lot of props given to him for stepping there with Jaron Ennis. Not too many guys to step in there with Jaron Ennis, and he signed up for it, got in the ring with him. And, you know, Boots, you know, show why he next up, if not up right now. He said, the way I see it, if Terence Crawford or Errol Spence Jr. isn't a goal, then at some point Errol Spence is going to have to fight Jaron Ennis for a lot less. And then what? No one is scared of anyone at this level. It's all about fair pay. That's all. Terence Crawford is the best 147-pound fighter as of now. So at the end of the day, you know, he's not. I mean, I'm gonna get into depth about, you know, what I'll feed, you know, Jaron to Earl. Okay. But at the end of the day, um, um, you know, that's next up, you know, but Errol Spence could just drop the belts and just keep it moving. It ain't gonna be too much, complaining. It's not gonna be too much, hoopla about whatever Errol Spence do or don't do. He can't look too much worse than he looking now. I mean, at this point, people say, well, he don't fight Terence Crawford, he should fight Jaron Ennis. If he ain't fighting Crawford, he ain't fighting Jaron Ennis. It's like you say, for a lot less pay and a lot less recognition. So I don't believe, obviously that's an option. Y'all can say, well, why the IBF ain't order this? And his father said they was going to the WBA, the WBC route. You know why? It's politics. The promoters have the sanction. The promoters control the sanctioning belt bodies with their dollar. They do. So we can go back and forth about this all we want to. Boots ain't signed with the right people to get where he need to get. You know what I'm saying? But he can say no one is scared of no one. I don't believe in that shit. Fighters are scared. So y'all ain't never got into a fight at school. Y'all wasn't nervous. Y'all ain't never scared. You know what I'm saying? Even before a football game or basketball game, nobody nervous. I don't know if I was scared, but at the end of the day, once the ball tip, once y'all start exchanging, it's gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe that shit. Michael Spencer's crying in the fucking locker room, dude. I don't believe in that. I see a lot of fighters come out there respecting a lot of these fighters' power and believe in the hype before they even get touched. You can say, well, worried and cautious and all, man, niggas be scared. Niggas, they be scared just like regular people be scared. And I'm always staying on that. These ain't they androids. You know what I'm saying? And the definition of scared is fearful, frightened. They fear power. They fear skill. They fear losing. They fear losing yes, they do. But I'm not here to argue that point. But if it's about fair pay and the money ain't right, you can't ask nobody to step in the ring and put their life on the line. Because something happened, then none of y'all gonna put no money up. None of y'all gonna take care of their families. You know what I'm saying? The GoFundMe and all that shit. Nobody in boxing community putting up the GoFundMe. Y'all need to buy the pay-per-views. Which I don't blame y'all neither. I don't buy that shit neither. I ain't buying no bullshit. It ain't about not having it. It ain't about just I don't care how I blow my money, bro. I'm blowing shit I'm gonna spend on something that's worth it. Straight up. But yeah, at some point, he right. At some point, then it's the next guy up the door. Errol Spence just gonna get the hell up out of there, and Jaron Ennis just gonna have to chase him at 54 eventually. It's the sad truth. But if he don't look bad versus Terence Crawford, you know what I'm saying? If he don't do nothing versus Terence Crawford, then, you know, why would he get in there with Jaron Ennis boots? I mean, Jaron boots Ennis. Come on, it's nothing but risk. When people talking about with Jaron Ennis and Virgil Ortiz next up, forget them, man, dude, do you understand that shit ain't happening either? That's not happening either. You understand it's still the same network hurdles. You know what I'm saying? They ain't happening no time soon. They gonna say, well, they gotta get all the belts and all that type of shit. Mark my words. Mark my words. So, but you know, Sergey Lipinets in a perfect world, he right. You know, this PR make Terence Crawford look good. It make him seem like he the better fighter. Errol Spence is on his heels. Now is he gonna swallow his pride and strap his nuts on and say, you know what, man, I'm gonna take control of my career out. Whatever needs to be done, I'm gonna prove to y'all that I can do this. Is he? Come on, is he? Or is he just perfectly, you know, following Al Heyman's plan, which that's what you hire him for. That's what you hire him for. You know, once you give him that much control over your career, I mean, you know, you understand what he is and what he does. You know, you gotta let him do his job. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let him do his job. And if he's telling you, man, this ain't the move. You say I can beat him, and you gonna beat him, and they lose everything in one fight with Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? You know, then you're gonna be in the shit house just like Gary Russell. Come on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, but you hire a team for a reason. You know, you hire a team for a reason. You know, so you know you hire a team for a reason. So I understand both sides of it. You know, but you know if he ain't you know if he ain't concerned about it, then I mean it is what it is. Take the PR and run with it. That's what I say. Take the PR and run with it. But it's clearly people gonna keep kissing your ass. PBC be giving a sour, bitter, rotten product for how long? There's people still support them blindly. So think about that for a minute. There's people still out here that support them blindly. So chew on that for a minute. But Sergey Lipinets is definitely right. This made Crawford look like the dominant fighter. You know what I'm saying? Now the PR starting to tip in Crawford favor. You know what I'm saying? When you hear all this about, you know, net, you know, and then about this, the net and all that, but then Crawford ain't even saying nothing. Crawford can make this a lot worse, look a lot worse on Errol Spence. Because a nigga like me, dude, oh man, I've been letting that nigga have it. Playing that, what's that, E40 stop, acting like a man. I'm playing all that. Use a who. Oh, man, dude, I'd have been flaming that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I pulled up in Dallas, dude. You went on vacation for 2 weeks to Phoenix, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Play that Gucci Man, slap it, put it in, play all that. Play all that. You know what I'm saying? But he lucky. Terence Crawford could have really made this. He really could have knocked out Errol Spence virtually. Would have been a virtual Zoom knockout. KO. You know? Could have got him the hell up out of here. I would have had that nigga on his heels, bro. 90 feet of just, me dog walking his ass on the internet. But he didn't do that. Maybe they had a conversation on the phone. He say Earl wanted. Earl be trying to tell that nigga one thing, and he be telling Al another thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I already know how these dudes get down. But let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notification. We go live with our video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I'm everywhere. Just hit the link tree. You pretty much, can find me everywhere. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Check out the Box News and Welterweight playlist. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.